Hi guys, welcome to another video tutorial. I am Nino Cabonada from BizID2B, and in this video, I will be teaching you how to create a simple database program. So don't skip this video and watch until the end.
Oh my God, if I die, I'm a legend. When they lay me down to rest, I know I was always repping. Oh my God, my whole life.
A database is a shared, integrated computer structure that stores a collection of user data and metadata. Here are the simple steps on how to create a database. First on the list is relational model. Next, entity relationship model or ERD. Next is extended entity relationship model or EERD. Then the last is SQL command, the DDL or data definition language, and the DML or the data manipulation language. So let's start with relational model. The relational model is basically consists of relational name, primary key, foreign key, and the table of attributes. In the relational name, you can see the table name, and it must be unique. For example, student. In the relational name student, it serves as the name of your table. You can easily identify the primary key by looking at the first attribute in the first row. In the sample picture, the primary key is stud_id. And remember, when writing relational name, primary key, and foreign key, space is not acceptable. You need to add underscore instead of space. You must remember that relational model is consists of tables. In finding the foreign key, you must look for the name of the other table. For example, the relational name of the other table is course. Then your foreign key is F course. We will be using the sample relational model guys for creating our database. Next on our list is ERD or entity relationship model. It is a diagram that displays the relationship of the entity sets that is stored in the database. ER diagrams are translatable into relational tables, which allows you to build database quickly. And it allows you to draw database design. Last, it helps you to identify the entities which exist in the system and the relationship between those entities. There are three components of ER diagram. First, entities. Second is attributes. Third is relationships. So what is entities? Entities can be place, person, object, event, or a component which stores data in the database. Many examples sa entities guys. If you can still remember from relational model, every table has its own relational name. So, katong relational name guys, it serves as entities in the ER model. So, just remember lang guys kung unsay relational name dito sa relational model is mao siya entities or mao siya ang mahimong entity sa ER model. So, proceed to sa attributes. It is a single valued property of either an entity type or a relationship type. Without following the book or module guys, you can easily identify the attributes by looking at the column header of your relational model. The last component of ERD model is relationship. It is nothing but an association among two or more entities. We can often identify relationships with verb or verb phrases. For example, you are attending this lecture. Then, I am giving the lecture. Entity relationships has cardinality. It defines the numerical attributes of the relationship between two entities or entity sets. There are cardinality relationships. First, one-to-one relationships. Second, one-to-many relationship. Third, many-to-one relationship. And the last one, many-to-many relationship. In this picture, you will be able to know the symbols of different cardinality relationship. Just take a look at my ERD model, guys. I created it from my relational model. So the third step in creating database is EERD, or Extended Entity Relationship Model. It refers to as Enhanced Entity Relationship Model, adding more semantic constructs to the original ER model. EERD stands for Extended Entity Relationship Diagram. An entity set may include subgroupings of entities that are distinct in some way from other entities in the set. An entity supertypes. It is a generic type that is related to one or more entity subtypes, where contains the common characteristics. Kaning entity supertypes, guys, mao ni klase sa entity nga ma-breakdown into two subtypes. For example, ang entity kay person. Ang person pwede mo ma-breakdown into employee and customer. So, na-breakdown mo siya into two subtypes, which is employee or customer. So, kining entity subtype, guys, mao ni entity nga na-derive gikan sa supertype. Makita niyo sa example nga ang na-derive gikan sa person nga entity is employee and customer. Kaya ang person nga supertype, guys, pwede na to siya ma-identify as employee or customer. Entity subtype contains the unique characteristic of each entity subtypes. The subtype discriminator, it is an attribute in the supertype entity that determines to which subtype the supertype occurrence is related. So let's proceed to the final step in making EERD. Identifying whether your subtype is disjoint or overlapping. Disjoint, also known as non-overlapping subtype, are subtype that contains unique subset of the supertype entity set. Mugamit aning disjoint, guys, if ang atong subtype is unique or gi-specified na. For example, sa gi-specified is ang employee gi-specified into pilot or mechanic. So the last is overlapping constraints, are subtypes that contains non-unique subsets of the supertype entity set. So kani siya, guys, opposite ni siya sa disjoint. Kay ang subtypes ani niya kay wala gi-specified. Kato sa disjoint gi-specified as pilot and mechanic. Dire ang iyang subtypes kay adult or student. After creating EERD, guys, or Extended Entity Relational Model, you can now create your own database. But before that, creating database needs an application called SAMP. And remember day, guys, kanang ang database mabuhat rin siya sa computer. So nanganglan gyud ka og personal computer. And without wasting more time, sugdan na nata umisa. So in creating database, we will be using DDL, or Data Definition Language. DDL is used to create schema, tables, or constraints in the database. Using DDL command, you can create skeleton of your database or sketch. Function of DDL is creating database, creating tables, and alter tables. To start, you need to open the SAMP and then start the Apache and MySQL. After the new moment, guys, click File Explorer, then find local disk C, and then SAMP. Next, guys, folder sa MySQL. And last, kay bin. So, sa bin, guys, makita nyo sa upper part, i-click na nyo, guys. Then type CMD and then enter. Ikaw man na, guys, ma-redirect na mo sa command prompt. Then sa command prompt, guys, type MySQL space -u space root space -p, then enter. Then sa database din guys, okay ra walay password, so hit enter again. Then pwede na ka maka-create og database. To create database guys, you need to type create space database space name sa inyong database guys. So for example, information, then semicolon. So query okay guys, it means walay error imong codes. So proceed. Next, if ganahan mo view sa inyong database nga gibuhat guys, simply type show databases nya semicolon, then hit enter. So nakita nyo guys nga nara antong gibuhat ng database kanina, information. So next, para makasuot ta sa database nga atong gibuhat ganina guys, which is information, we need to type use information semicolon, then hit enter. The result is database change. It means ta sa information nga database. The show tables command applicable ni siya guys if ganahan nimo i-display ang imong tables nga na-create. The command for creating table guys is create space table space entity name, then open parentheses. Yang inside ana guys is katong mga attributes nimo. If ang attributes gani niya kay kanang int, you can simply write int. If ang attribute is string, ang command niya is varchar. Sa end sa imong command guys, simply put close parenthesis, semicolon, and then hit enter. After creating your table guys, you need to type this command, describe, then name sa imong table, then semicolon, and hit enter. And after that guys, ready na imong table para ma-insertan og mga values or data. For inserting data guys, you need to type this command, insert space into space table name space value, then open parenthesis. Then sunod ana guys, pwede na nimo ma-enter ang data. If int imong data, pwede ran mo i-type largo ang number then comma. Kung varchar gani, kinahanglan kag double quote, usa pa nimo i-insert imong data, and then double quote again og comma. Nya same ra gyapon sa last inyong command guys. Close parenthesis, semicolon og enter. If you type the command select, then symbol sa times, from, then name sa table, semicolon, then hit enter, then pwede ninyo ma-view inyong table with data. And same process na siya guys if ganahan mo mag-add og data, insert space into space name sa table space value open parenthesis og ang inyong data. Data Manipulation Language or DML. Dili sa DML, mo na ni ang time nga makapunta ta og changes sa atong database guys using the commands create, insert, retrieve or select, update, and delete. para masabtan nyo matag-usa ning nga command guys, let me demonstrate it in my PC. The first command in DML or data manipulation language guys is create. So kaning create guys, magamit siya sa pag-create of database of tables. So I will demonstrate to you how to use create. Simply type create space table, sunod table name, open parenthesis og iyang attributes. After ana guys, para ma-finish na to o create atong table, we need to type the command describe, then table name, semicolon, and hit enter. Then after ana guys, manaubuhat ang inyong table. Proceed ta sa insert command guys. So ang insert command is insert space into space table name, then after space value, then open parenthesis, then pwede na nimo i-enter ang values. Remember guys nga if int gani ang value, largo ra siya type sa number, and if ang value kay varchar, kinahanglan ka mo put og double quote. So, the third command under DML guys is retrieve or select. Ang gamit yan yung select guys, if ganan ka mo view sa mga tables, magamit din mo. So, ang sample, select. Ang times nga logo guys, indicate na siya sa all from, then table name sa imong gustong i-view. And then, semicolon and hit enter. So, makita naman sa result guys nga nakita ang table nga atong gibuhat. So, after ato, proceed ta sa update nga command. Update nga command, magamit siya if nakay ganan i-update sa table. So, ang codes kay update space table name set space attribute nga gusto nimong i-change, then equals, then bag-o nga data nga imong i-input, then sa last part type where. Ang where nag-indicate ni asa napita ang imong gi-listan or gi-change nga value. So where course ID equals 1. So if gusto niyo makasiguro nga na-change ba ang value, just type select times or all from, then table name, semicolon, and hit enter. So nakita ra sa result guys nga na-change ang base IT into agriculture. So ang kaning delete command guys, magamit ni siya if nakay gustong i-delete sa imong database. For example, error ba imong pag-type or sayop ang spelling. So if mag-delete gani mo guys, simply type delete from table name, for example table name course where course name or column name equals value DIT, then semicolon and hit enter. Select all from course, semicolon, and hit enter. Basic SQL commands. There are many basic SQL commands nga magamit nato para makuha ang mga needed nga data gikan sa atong database. First sa atong list is min. The min function returns the smallest value of the selected column. So ang function aning min guys is simply getting the smallest value in the table. Ang iyang code is select min, open parenthesis, attributes, close parenthesis, from, meaning din gikan nga table, then table name, semicolon. For example, kuhaon na to ang lowest tuition fee. So simply write the code, select space min, open parenthesis, tuition underscore fee, then close parenthesis as lowest tuition, then from. Ang from na nag-indicate din nga table gikan. So ang table nga gikanan is tuition, then semicolon. Max command. The max function returns the largest value of the selected column. Kaning max nga command guys, opposite din siya sa min. ang kuhaon ani niya kay ang highest. So ang iyang syntax is select max, open parenthesis, attribute, close parenthesis, from, tapos table name, nya, semicolon. In example guys, ang atong kuhaon is ang max, ang highest. So select space max, open parenthesis, tuition underscore fee, close parenthesis as highest tuition, then from, ang table name is tuition, semicolon, and hit enter. Count command. The count function returns the number of rows that matches the specified criteria. Ang function din ng count command guys is to count the specified data in a certain attribute. The syntax is select space count, open parenthesis, attribute, close parenthesis, from, and then yung table name, semicolon. In example, i-count na to pila ka book student. So atong kinahanglan is kaning ID. So select count, open parenthesis, ID, close parenthesis as number of students, then from, din siya gikan nga table, gikan sa tuition, and then semicolon and hit enter. The sum command. The sum function returns the total sum of a numeric column. So from the word sum na gani guys, sabotable na kayo nga i-add ang value or data nga naa sa attribute. So ang yang syntax is select space sum, open parenthesis, attribute, close parenthesis, from, and then table name, semicolon. In example, isam na to ang tuition fee. So select space sum, open parenthesis, tuition underscore fee, close parenthesis as total tuition, and then from. So gibalik na to kayo na guys, din gikan ang table sa table nga tuition, and then semicolon and hit enter. AVG command or average command. The AVG function returns the average value of a numeric column. So ang kaning AVG command guys, ang function ani niya is to get the average ra gyud. So ang iyang syntax, select AVG, open parenthesis, attribute, close parenthesis, from, and then table name, and then semicolon. In example, kuha na to ang average tuition fee. So select space AVG, open parenthesis, attribute. So ang attribute sa tuition underscore fee, then close parenthesis as average tuition per semester, then from tuition nga table, and then semicolon and hit enter. The group by command. The group by statement groups rows that have the same value into summary rows. So ang group nga command guys, simply i-group ra niya ang naay similar or the same value in a row guys. Ang yang syntax is select space column name or names, from table name, where, then condition, group by, column name, and then semicolon. In example, i-group na to ang gender female ug male kung pila ka book ka student ang na-under nila nga gender. Simply write the syntax, select count, open parenthesis, stud ID, close parenthesis as number of students, and then stud gender as gender, from students, group by stud gender, then semicolon. The order by command. The order by command is used to sort the result in ascending or descending order. Kaning order by command guys, i-order ang result into ascending or pataas and descending or paubos. Ang iyang syntax is select column name, from table name, order by column name, ESC or ascending, or DESC or descending. For example, i-order na to ang yung course code into descending or paubos. So select fstud ID, stud fname, stud lname, fstud course as course order, and then from students, order by fstud course, semicolon, and hit enter. The logical operator, logical and logical OR. The logical operators are those that are true or false. They return true or false value to combine one or more true or false values. Kaning logical and guys, kinahanglan mag-true ang both statement para ma-execute ang imong gihimo nga statement. Nya kaning logical OR, either of the two can be true para ma-execute ang statement. Joining tables command, inner join. The inner join keyword selects record that have matching values in both tables. Ang function sa inner join command guys is to join two tables if magkinahanglan kag data sa both nga tables. So watch carefully guys, giunsa na ko pag-generate akong commands. String function commands. Magamit ni ang concat, upper and lower, substr, len, and like sa string commands na guys, or sa string values. For example, in concat, ang yan syntax is insert, concat, open parenthesis, single quote, string 1, close quote, comma, open single quote na sad, string 2, then single quote, close parenthesis, and then semicolon. As you can see sa akong syntax guys, select, concat, open parenthesis, name, then sa string 2 kay iyang last name, then close parenthesis as name of student, and then enter. The upper and lower commands. Ang function aning upper command guys is himura o capital ang imong string, and opposite sa lower command, ang imong string himo og small letters. So ang syntax, select upper, open parenthesis, string, close parenthesis, and semicolon. Sa lower, select lower, open parenthesis, string, close parenthesis, and semicolon. The substr command or substring command. The substring function extracts some characters from a string. The syntax is substring, open parenthesis, string, comma, space start, comma, space length, close parenthesis, and then semicolon. the len command. You can use the len function to return the number of character in a string. So, ang main function aning len command guys is to count pila ka buok letters ang imong string. Syntax is select len open parenthesis string close parenthesis and then semicolon. The like command. The like command is used in a where clause to search for a specified pattern in a column. The syntax is select column 1, comma, space column 2 from table name where column n, like column n, semicolon. Thank you for patiently watching my video guys. That's all for today.